Well, everybody, I'm back with another RV video, and today I'm going to be fixing this hole right here. And this hole back here too. And also this hole, so come check it out. Well, everybody, you can really believe it. I am finally back with another part on my GMC RV renovation. For those of you just joining us, this is my 77 GMC motorhome that I am renovating to drive up to Alaska this spring. And there's, I think, 8 other videos on the renovation on this thing that you should go check out if you want. But yeah, we're finally back. I'm finally working on it. Doing lots of stuff in this video. We're going to try and jump right into it for you guys. I'm going to be changing all of these vents and skylights and all that stuff. So the bathroom's getting a vent, the living room is getting a vent, and there's going to be a skylight in the kitchen. And then all the sewer vents are getting replaced, along with all the LED lights on the roof. I'm sealing all the leaks in the roof. And I am also, what else am I doing? I think I'm putting lights in the bathroom in this one, and whatever other stuff I can think of. So should be a pretty good one. Let me know what you guys think, and without further ado, we will jump right into it. So first thing, I gotta cut a square hole right here instead of this round hole. There we go. Test fit the vent, and that looks great. And next, gonna cut out the hole on the inside in the bathroom. And that's a little more like it. Now I just gotta clean out the mouse nest that was on top of my shower here. So I also need to remove the old vent up here. So I got the vent out. It looks like back in 1977, the boys at GMC cut this thing out with a pair of safety scissors. So I'm gonna have to cut out a better hole. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I am also going to remove this old vent for the propane fridge, which is not there anymore. And I'm gonna take off these old sewer vent caps because I have some new ones going on there. So we'll do that real quick. And while I'm up here, I'm also going to go ahead and remove all these marker lights. They're all pretty old and cracked and not any good. These back ones aren't any better either. So let's do that real quick. Unfortunately, all the screws on these three are all rusted and stripped out, so I'm gonna have to grind the heads off and pull the cover off that way. So that'll take a little bit of work. I'll do that here in a minute. And fast forward a few hours, here's how it's looking. We got a hole there, a hole there, a hole there. There's a hole. There's probably about 6 little holes there and 4 little holes there. But anyways, this is where we're at. I removed all of the old, there's a bunch of silicone on this seam here, and I don't know if it ever leaked or not, but I didn't want the silicone on there. I'm gonna redo that seal, so I removed that. Removed the old marker lights, removed the sealant around that, got the hole cut, and then these side drip rails for the awning had the same silicone on there, so I pulled all that off and cleaned it. And yeah, everything's ready for reassembly here. I'm gonna build a plate to cover that up. The vents are prepped and ready to go. And we've got some random screw holes to seal up from the old luggage rack that was on here. Same deal on the back, cleaned up the seam. So that's about all the time I have for today. But I'm thinking that tomorrow I'm gonna start early, get out here and buff some of the paint. Because I'm thinking I want to get it buffed and shined before I put the sealant on it, because I don't want to have to get rubbing compound in the sealant and all that while that's drying. So we'll see. That's how I'm feeling now. Don't know how ambitious I'll be in the morning. I'd like to buff the whole roof. Don't know if that's going to happen. Probably not. I'll probably just buff the areas where I'm going to be laying down sealant. But we'll see. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys then, and we'll see what happens. Well, as much as I don't want to, I think I better go ahead and buff the paint. If it's gonna come out that nice, might as well do it. So I'll set you guys up on the time lapse, and you can watch me spend my Friday morning buffing some 58-year-old paint. About a quarter of the way done, and if you can't tell, we're outside now because it was a little too dark in the hangar there. Well, it's a considerable amount of time later. My phone died, but I did get the whole roof all polished up. I don't know if you guys can hear me over the wind noise, but it came out pretty good. I kind of wish I hadn't polished it. It's in the time it took me to polish. I probably could have prepped it for paint and just painted it, because see how thin the paint is in some spots. It was like that before I buffed it, but it just really shows now that it's shiny. So, oh well, time to start reassembly now. clearance lights are done. So now we're ready to put the first fan in, and I'm going to use a combination of this old school butyl tape and some self-leveling lap sealant on top of that, and we're going to see how that works. Started to rain, but I'm waiting for the lap sealant to dry on the vent you just saw. Now I'm getting the bathroom vent ready to install, and what I'm doing is creating some kind of seal between the outside and the inside, just because, you know, this whole thing is a shower, and if I use the shower and it gets steamy, I want there to be a seal, and I don't want any moisture going into the top of the shower and any of the woodwork up there. You know, I don't want anything to leak from the inside to other parts of the inside. I'm not worried about the seal up here, but so that's what I'm doing, is I'm going to bridge this gap with some foil tape here and see how that works, I guess. Here's how the seal turned out from the inside, and now I'm going to go ahead and stick the vent in. Alright everybody, so we got one vent in, two vents in, and I just threw the skylight in as well. So, just barely had enough butyl tape left over for that. So we got a few problems. The first problem is that it's dark. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty dark. Too dark to do much else. Second problem is I have grossly underestimated the amount of the self-leveling lap sealant that I need. For whatever reason, I thought I could get by with 2 tubes. That is definitely not the case. So I went ahead and ordered 4 new tubes. They should be here tomorrow at some point. And I ordered some new butyl tape, or more butyl tape, because that's what I'm gonna need for these guys, for the vents. So unfortunately, that's all I can really do for tonight. And yes, today is Friday, so unfortunately, I won't be getting a video out today. So sorry in advance about all that, but I'd much rather have a full, complete video for you guys that's start to finish than just throw something together and post it for you. So hopefully should be out. Maybe you'll be seeing this Sunday, hopefully Saturday. We will see. Anyways, I will check in with you guys in the morning. Just had to get a quick shot of how these new LED clearance lights look. That is a huge improvement. And the red on the back looks really nice. Don't know if it shows up on the camera, but these things are super bright. Well, it's the next day. I'm still waiting for my sealant and my tape to get here. But in the meantime, I went and finished up the fan installs. I wired them up and put the trim piece on there. So that's the bathroom one. Here's the other one. Came out pretty good. So these are like a off-brand fantastic fan that I got on Amazon. They're like $100. Here's how it opens. And I'm really pretty happy with the quality for the price, because the real nice ones are a couple hundred. The biggest thing I like is that you can go air in or out. So that's what it's like. Open, give you a test of the sound here. It's not super loud, pretty low hum, kind of a nice. And then you can stop it and switch it to reverse, and it moves a pretty good amount of air. So pretty happy with that. That'll be nice in the summer months. So yeah. And then here's what the skylight looks like from the inside with the blue tape on it still. But next I'm going to come up with I'm going to make my own trim piece for this, my own wood kind of frame, if you will. So I'll probably go ahead and do that next, actually. Well, just finished building a frame, or whatever you want to call it, for the skylight here. So I'm going to install it. Really happy with how that looks. Came out pretty nice. Now I'm gonna put some lights in the bathroom. I'm actually gonna put these same fixtures on each side of the mirror. So I'll show you guys that. So I made these blocks. Here's the vision. So that will go right there. There's some divots on the back that'll capture these riv nuts or nutserts, whatever you want to call them. And then my fancy light is going to go on top of that. So we'll see how well it works. And if it works good, I'll put it on and build another one for the other side. All right, both lights are in. I'd say they look pretty good. It's the first time this bathroom's really been lit up since I started working on this thing. And now I got to finally clean it out for the first time in the year that I've owned this thing. So now I'll clean the bathroom out and we will move back onto the roof. I did also manage to get these new dome light lenses. They're a Dorman lens. Got them on Amazon for like a couple bucks each. And they've been missing as long as I've had this thing. So it'd be nice to pop a new one on there. All right, for this hole right here, I just got this piece of galvanized steel here, cut it to shape, and then I just put it in the brake and put some bends in it. And we're gonna put down some butyl tape, put this on top, screw it in, and do the lap sealant on the edges, and it should be good to go. Just got my package from Amazon with all the fixings in it, so we should be good to get this thing sealed up. Just had to take a break here and look at this cloud formation. Pretty cool sunset too. Well, as you guys just saw, I just did that patch right there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. And I did all these vents. Those came out good. They got a nice seal to them. And the patch came out really good. It doesn't look like it on camera for whatever reason, but it's about to be dark here soon. So I'm gonna have to do this lap sealant first thing in the morning. and then the roof will be all sealed and done, and hopefully I'll be posting a YouTube video for you guys. So yeah, I'll check in you in the morning. I'll be doing some sealant the next time you see me. Everything's all taped off. It is sealant time. Well, all the sealant is sealing. I got it all done except for this drip rail on this side. Only made it about a quarter of the way down there, unfortunately. So a little bit of advice: if you're buying this lap sealant and you've never used it before, I would go ahead and buy probably triple the times you need, because it goes by pretty quick. So now that all the tape is off, you'll notice how beautiful and smooth and level the first sealant that I did was, which was with a different brand. And I ordered a different brand for this other stuff so it would get here quickly for the video. And it's not as beautiful. And what I found is that it seemed to dry pretty much like instantly compared to this stuff. This stuff, I put it down and let it sit for about an hour, and it leveled out like this. I mean, it leveled out pretty much instantly, but I let it sit for an hour and pulled the tape up, and it looked beautiful, and it stayed wet for about a whole day, and it's just now getting firm to the touch, but it's still rubbery. Now this stuff, I put it down and did the whole roof, which took me about 20-30 minutes, and 20 minutes later I go to pull the tape off, and it had firmed up with like this skin on top. So when I pulled the tape up, it peeled the skin off, and I'm just left with this ultra thin layer on the bottom and the skin all clumped up, and really pretty displeased with how it came out. It's pretty disgusting looking. And even before I pulled the tape off, I'm sure you'll see on the time lapse, it just didn't really level out very well. I had to take my fingers and smear it and try and flatten it a bit. I'm sure it'd be better if I didn't use tape at all, or if I pulled the tape off instantly, but I just wouldn't expect it to dry up so quick and do so poorly after having such different luck with the first stuff. So yeah, you see it's just really chunky in some spots, just really pretty disappointing. And it's actually more expensive than the first brand that I used. But since I have to do more on this side anyways, I'm going to buy a few bottles of the original stuff that I used and redo all this, unfortunately. I'd rather have something that looks better, that I have a more comfortable seal with. Or I'm more comfortable with the seal. Because if this dried that quick, I don't know how it's going to hold up for years in the sun. So that's where we're at with that. I did use my one-sided butyl tape on the screw holes, and that worked out great. So at least something went right today, but that's where we're at. Well, on that note, I think I'm probably going to end the video. I'm going to end up redoing most of that sealant with the original stuff that I had bought. I'm going to buy some more and redo it. I'll probably do it off camera, but you'll see that finished in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of the good stuff, the original sealant that I bought that worked great. So here's that, maybe if I can edit that in. And then this is the bad stuff here. And I don't know that I'd call it bad, but I definitely did not like it as much. This is the stuff that I bought and kind of rushed and bought last minute to use for this video. And I really wouldn't recommend it unless you were doing something on a vertical surface. I could see where it could work better for that because it might tack up a little bit quicker. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll look forward to seeing you in part 10 on this series. So I am going to go ahead and remove this plastic and void my warranty on the skylight. So that looks pretty cool.